Oh my gosh, I almost feel my wrist hurting by trying to open some of those jars by hand. They're tightly sealed, it's so hard. But watch what's gonna happen here. This is one of the tools you're getting. Did you get that pop? It went pop. Oh my gosh, and there it goes. And I'm talking any size jar, any size can. We are so excited to make this 2-in-1 value available to you. Look at all the gorgeous colors. Now what you just saw in action is that jar opener. Automatically does the job for you. The other piece that you're getting in our today's special is the can opener, and it is an automatic can opener. It doesn't even require batteries. It's a rechargeable automatic can opener right there. So we'll show you how that works in a second. You will be so impressed. In fact, this alone, as I mentioned, is a huge customer pick. Hundreds of great 5-star reviews on hsn.com. You love this guy. We've never done a duo. We've never even offered the jar opener before, but today we're doing both of them as a set, 2 individual boxes, so you can give them as separate gifts. You can get as many colors as you would like. These make the best gifts. Keep them for holidays down the road. Let me go through colors, and then we're gonna show you how this works. We're gonna demo our brains out tonight, because it's so easy to open the jars and the cans. So let's start here. On top row, we've got black, we've got white, we've got it in red. Love this rose or rosé. We've got teal, and we have sage. Keep in mind, you're getting both the jar and the can opener, 2 separate boxes. Down in the lower level, we've got black marble. Check these gorgeous choices out. White marble, rose camo is coming up on the screen. Tan leopard is available, and we have it in the white leopard. So all kinds of beautiful choices, but I'm gonna make my way over here because our special guest, Chef I always do this. I always say your name backwards. I know.
Backwards,
I know.
Masood Shahir, don't worry.
This is Shahir Masood. It's so nice to have you.
Isn't this fun? We're gonna have a lot of fun today, Callie.
I know, we are.
This is like
this
my
guy's
little magic
done
trick.
so much. You've been in the industry for over 15, maybe 20 years. You studied at the French Institute in New York many years ago. You've written cookbooks.
Yep.
You do a daily show, don't you, or a radio show?
Off in Canada.
Yeah.
But you know, here, this is all about solving real world problems in the kitchen in terms of opening jars, opening cans.
There it is.
There's that pop that we love to hear. And you know what? It's so, so easy. Over here, I've got my can openers going. Now, this is the original customer pick, the can opener. And it's totally one touch. Look at this.
Watch this now.
Boom.
Do you see that?
Did you see that?
You have
There's
not...
a little magnet right on the top.
It's not this.
It's not that. It's basically replacing that.
Yes.
So this is our absolute customer pick, one-touch can opener. And here's the difference. It goes around the can, not into the can.
Exactly.
Those old school can openers would go into the can and get rusty, and you're fighting and you're wrestling.
And if I may say, they would leave a sharp edge around the top of the can. So you could cut yourself. There's a whole different way that this takes the lid off, doesn't leave any kind of raw edge or sharp edges that are gonna cut you, not even that. Look at that.
This. This is the part that really scares people, because unlike old school can openers, this one leaves a complete clean edge. Nothing will ever cut you. It goes around the food, not into the food, and will never, ever rust. And any size. I mean, I could do a baby tomato paste, a big boy, and it works the exact same way. That lid goes all the way around. Look at that.
I mean, it's just the coolest thing, and if you have one of these, I'm jealous. They sell out like crazy every time they're up, and they're always here at a one-shot deal, one only. We are giving you both the can opener and what you're about to see and listen.
Now
this
listen,
is the jar opener.
This is the magic of the jar opener.
Watch.
It grips the lid, it grips the bottom, then you can go hands off, and you're gonna hear a huge pop, and all it does is, look at that.
There it goes, automatically. There it is.
No knife, no elastic, you're not beating the jar.
I was gonna say you're not like banging
You're not doing that, and look, you heard the pop. This is a brand new jar, and I love to show this off. Large jars, small jars, little jars, peanut butter jars, mayonnaise. The days of wrestling with your jars are over. No knife, no elastic, no grabbing your partner saying, honey, can you open this? The answer is I can't. But now I can.
No running it under hot water.
No running it under hot water.
You know, like homemade canned goods kinds of jars.
All the canned goods. I mean, look, all these different jars, like that's the handmade, the homemade canned good kind of lid. They'll all work the same, and all you do, place the opener on top, press the button. Notice, by the way, that this jar is kind of a different shape. It could be a round-shaped jar, a square-shaped jar. Now, the top arms grab the lid. The bottom arms grab the jar. Any size jar, big, small, kind of square shaped, whatever. And once they get a good grip, you could take your finger off the button and pop. Did you hear that?
Oh, there's nothing more satisfying than that sound.
You are not wrestling with elastic, with a knife. None of that. Every kitchen needs this jar opener. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you've got in your pantry. I don't care what style of cooking you do. Every kitchen has jars and cans, and you don't have to wrestle. You don't have to take a knife. You don't need an elastic.
I know, we've all tried all those little, gimmicks.
Those tricks.
And it's not just because we're of a certain age. I mean, it's hard for anybody. Some of those jars are so tightly sealed. Here you go in action. So,
here I am.
By the way, that jar opener, that's gonna open up about 200 jars.
Yep.
You're getting the batteries, or I think the batteries are included.
AA batteries included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one is rechargeable for the jar opener. And you can open like, I mean, probably 60, 70, 80 jars before you'd even need to recharge that.
Absolutely. And you know what? So the can opener is USB charged. I use the same USB as I do with my cell phone. It's a USB-C standard charger, which is great. The jar opener comes with the two AA batteries, and it's so easy to use. We really call it one touch. Both of them are one touch, and then hands-free for the hard part when the lid comes off for either the can or the jar, and they both work super, super easy. This is the first time we're doing the jar opener.
Yeah.
And this is why I said, Callie, it's so much fun, because it's like a little magic trick when you hear that pop, and when you show any size jar, release that pressure. And again, those top two little arms grab the lid. The bottom two arms grab the jar, any size jar, and then once it got its grip, you can let go and let it, whoop.
Oh my gosh, that's the best.
Thank you.
You were hands-free. I don't know if you
Look
got
at
to
that.
see that, but we could have walked away and it would have popped that pickle jar.
No knife.
No knife.
No elastic.
No torquing, no hurting the wrist and the hands and the fingers.
And I love showing this to people of all ages because their eyes light up when they hear that pop. They say, oh my God, because this is a problem we've all struggled with in terms of a super tight jar. But not just that. I'm also gonna say not that initial open, any open. Think about jam. Think about this kind of bouillon that's really sticky around the edges.
Good point.
Reopening jars can be tricky as well.
I never thought about that.
Think about the
so
sticky
true.
things. When you reach into your fridge and you've got that jam and it's rock hard.
It's been in there for a long time.
It's been in there for a long time. So it's not just the first open, it's every open after the fact as well. Now watch, it's my magic trick. The two little arms grab the lid, and then those bottom arms will grab the bottom, and then you could take your hand off and let the magic happen, and it's gonna open and reopen every single time.
So now that they've grabbed the jar, you can let go.
Now that they've grabbed the jar, you can let go.
Hands-free.
Whoop, watch this. It's doing it automatically. It's the future today. Isn't this fun to watch?
That is so great. That's actually my favorite kind of bouillon to use.
I use that too.
I love it. It's
I
the
use
best.
that too.
Some of them don't have quite the pop as like the pickle jars.
But they can get sticky.
For sure.
Those bouillons, those jams, peanut butter.
Yes.
So it's not just glass jars. It's any jar on that first open or multiple opens.
You guys see 2,300 are gone already. This is it's on fire. Thank you so
is awesome.
much. You've got to get some of your favorite colors tonight because it's one of those days at the beginning of the day to be this far ahead of plan. My gosh, you guys are going to be so disappointed if you don't take advantage of it. It just makes life in the kitchen that much easier. It operates with no strain, no effort. As I mentioned, the can opener is known as one of the most beloved Kitchen HQ products. And the jar opener is a brand new item. We have 12 colors. Keep in mind, these both can be used on any kind of size or shape of jars or cans. So just pick your favorite. Don't forget, you're getting 2 separate boxes as well. So you can give multiple gifts. Think about this, it's $15, wait. Yes, $15
it's crazy.
piece. That is the best price you're ever gonna see on these. And I can't wait for you to get started. By the way, let's go through the colors. We're gonna go pretty quickly so I can just make sure you know what they are. 12 of them, black, white, red. We've got the rose, we've got them in teal, there's sage. Down below, we've got the black marble. Those are so pretty, all brand new. And by the way, you can see these are the batteries. You're getting the 2 AA batteries already included. White marble, rose camo down there is available, tan leopard and white leopard. So have at it, enjoy. As I mentioned, the can opener, I said 200 reviews. There's 1,500 reviews on it, and it's a major customer pick.
Customer pick because everyone has a can opener. Most people have this rusty old thing, and it's rusty because it goes into your can. The one we designed at Kitchen HQ, Callie, goes around the can. All you do, place it on any size can, tuna, tomato paste, big ones, small ones, press the button, and it goes around. And then that magnet lifts that lid right off, And again, I don't want you to freak out at home because no sharp edges. It doesn't hang off the can, it won't cut you. And what this does also is, because it's such a clean edge, you can reseal your can back. So if you open that tomato paste and want to put that lid nice and flush back on and store it back in your fridge, you can do that as well because it's a complete, clean cut around the can, not into the can. Notice I'm not fidgeting, I'm not touching any of these can openers. They're totally hands-off, hands-free, and when they're done, look at this. There's that magnet, totally lifts it off. I'm not wrestling with the edge, so any size.
And that might be my favorite aspect of this. Not only does it do it for you, but there's not that cutting edge right there. It cuts the lid
around,
lower,
yeah,
so
exactly.
it's not down in. And I will say, this is a weird thing to comment on. But yeah, you can restore if you want to. But what's weird to me is like the top of jars, I don't like the thought of them. What if it sinks into the jar? Because you know what?
It's gross.
There's gross bacteria.
Yes.
Who knows what's been sitting on top of those jars? I don't want that lid sinking into my food, is my point.
And that's why everything rusts and gets kind of grimy. This is the smartest, easiest can opener. It's one touch, USB charged, and then you never have to fight and wrestle to find the edge of your can ever again. This is why it's a customer pick, and there you go. Big, small tuna, small tomato paste, big cans, small cans, works the exact same way. This is why people love it.
Look. No
sharp
edges, not on either place. It's so brilliant.
It's so funny to hear people say, oh my gosh, and they worry about my fingers, which I appreciate. But you don't have to worry about me. It's totally fine.
It's totally fine.
So that's the world famous can opener. That's a customer pick people love. Let's go back to the jar opener. That is like so much fun to do.
Red and black are hugely popular. We're at like, oh my gosh, 2,700.
Now check this out, Callie. I found, we sell this pesto here at HSN, which I love. Now check this out. Notice, guys, if you can get this shot, this jar has a paper seal. You know how sometimes on those fancy pestos, you have a paper seal, which is kind of a pain? Let's play a game. You think it's gonna do it? Of course it will. Watch this. The two little hands get the top, the two larger hands get the bottom. Then you can let go. Even that paper seal pops right off. You don't have to wrestle with the paper seal ever again. Pestos, jams, nut butters.
Is it just me, or does that just delight you?
Isn't that
It's the
fun?
best, just
Look,
hearing that sound.
There's that, even rips through that paper seal, so you know that was the first open. But I talked about it, Callie. Multiple opens after. Sticky foods like jams and bouillons.
Yep.
They're really hard to open after the fact.
They're almost sealed like a cement.
And you want them to be airtight because that's how you retain freshness.
Good point.
But then how do you reopen them? Not a knife, not an elastic band, and don't go bug your partner. They can't do it either, right? There's a sticky jam. Look at that. It does the work for you automatically. Every single kitchen needs this gadget. And the fact that it comes with our world famous can opener,
I know,
customer
it's
pick.
both. Keep in mind, you don't have to choose one or the other. You get both in two separate boxes. There it is. You know, it's one of the things that is like, I mean, first of all, it's whisper quiet. Second of all, you don't need to be staying, you know, close to an outlet to be able to get electricity.
Yeah.
The jar opener operates on 2 AA batteries, and we give you the batteries, and you can open hundreds of jars on those batteries. The can opener, operates off of a rechargeable. There's a cable that comes with it.
It's right here. It comes with the charger, but like I said, that's kind of a universal charger. That's a USB-C. So I, for example, have that USB-C charger for my phone, my laptop. It's a universal charger, so you're good to go there. It's super easy.
It really, it's the coolest thing. You just basically set and forget.
Set and forget. The magnet clips to the edge, and then you go the around the world game. Here we go. It's fun.
I just literally set this on top of this jar, or this can, and touch that button, and watch. It's gonna make its way around. It will let me know and automatically stops when it's done.
And here's the thing. Like I said earlier, Callie, it right now is going around the can, not digging into the can, not getting rusty. The old school ones where you're fighting to find the edge are into the can, getting rusty and are a pain. Oh, it stopped its journey. Now you can lift with that magnet. So what you do, see that magnet here, Callie?
Oh, the magnet.
It lifts off the lid.
Look at that.
See?
It lifted it for me.
So that's the magnet there for you, Callie, and that's the little magnet that attaches itself to your can, and then you just take it off. Now, have you ever had a can lid that's dangling at the edge and you're like ripping it off and it's jagged?
Yes, I think everybody that is within earshot has had that experience like 150 times in their lifetime. And it's dangerous. It really, I mean,
of course.
It always makes me nervous. Okay, All the colors are still here. Red and black, I'm told, are in the lead. We have passed 3,000 in our first, we're like 10, 12 minutes into the day.
Awesome.
So these are flying. You know, it's just it's a necessity.
It's
not
a necessity.
like, oh, that would be fun to have. It's a necessity.
This is not a nice to have. This is like one of those things where every kitchen needs a jar opener, a can opener, and look at this. Pop!
Pop.
It's doing it all by itself. My hands are nowhere near it. I secured the 2 top arms to the lid, the 2 top arms to the bottom, then my hands come off the jar. I'm not wrestling with it. I'm not putting a knife underneath. I'm not stabbing it with a knife. It does it for you. Every kitchen needs this jar opener. And the fact that it comes with our customer pick can opener is like the cherry on top. And Callie, I love that they each come in their own box.
I agree.
So you can keep one. If you're one of the thousands of people that have our can opener, get this, gift the can opener, or keep a backup, and keep the jar opener.
Well, keep one, maybe you have a cabin, or maybe you've got an RV or a boat. You know, you're always gonna be using a can opener, and quite frankly, a jar opener. That's why I think this is so brilliant, because the can opener has been here for several years, and it's always been a huge hit, even when it was probably this price on its own. I mean, but
absolutely.
This is the first time we're doing it with what it needs to be with, and its best partner in life, and that's the jar opener. It's like a his and hers. It's like a must-have both. So you get both for the first time ever. First time ever to do this as a Today Special. I'm excited.
Isn't this cool? And this is why I love it, because I don't care what style of food you cook. I don't care what you cook at home. Every single kitchen has cans and jars. And this is one of those things that our brand is all about at Kitchen HQ, solving real-world problems in the kitchen and making simple things easier, more efficient, and fun in the kitchen. Don't wrestle with an old school can opener ever again that's going into your can. Use this one that goes around the can. You're not wrestling with it, you're letting it do the work. And when it completes its journey around the lid, big, small, any size, you then lift it off with the magnet and it's completely smooth. You're never gonna dangle and rip off an edge. You're never gonna cut your finger again. You know, I love to show audiences that when I lift that lid, boom, it just comes right off. And it's completely smooth.
This is such a great item to show you what Kitchen HQ does so well.
Yeah.
And that's what I said at the beginning. This is our private label, proprietary brand at HSN. I'm sitting here looking at this old-fashioned can opener, realizing, wow, it took forever for somebody to come up with a better idea. And it's right here. It's in our Today Special. How many of you haven't used this, or a variation of it? And it is so hard. I mean, just to crank the handle is so hard, and then it really, sometimes it never really does it. It gets, portions of the can all the way around. This is always a consistent cut all the way around every can, every time.
I'm laughing because I used to have a can opener like that many years ago, and every time I used it, I swore would be the last time. Look at that, right through the lid, right through the paper. Like, this is the strongest jar opener, and it's completely hands-off. You press the button until you get the grip on the lid and on the jar. Any size jar, small, medium, large, jams, peanut butters, mayonnaises, the bouillons, all those jars that on multiple opens are tricky to open. You're gonna open every single time without a knife, without an elastic, without banging things, without asking for help. You've got your independence back in the kitchen. You can open any jar, any can, without cutting yourself, without wrestling with
I'm gonna show you the colors once again, because they are so popular, a lot of them. If you want any of the lower row, I'm just gonna share with you the most popular down here is this we're calling white marble. So there's a white marble and a tan marble. I love the rose camo down here. That's the one we're showing you over with the cans. Then we have it in the white marble, as well as the black marble down here at this end. And just black marble is the #1 best-selling print for sure. Here's the batteries you're getting. Here's that extra cable. That's what you could charge your can opener with. I think you even get some great little recipes from Kitchen HQ as a fun little bonus. On the top tier row here, just giving you a heads up, all the colors, we still have them, and that's the beauty of watching at midnight, isn't it? We have sage, teal, rose. I love all of these colors. The teal is stunning. The red always, it sells itself in the kitchen. White and black, of course, they sell themselves as well. As a matter of fact, I have an update for you already. White leopard, there's 800 left for the day. That's down here. Wow, is right. Oh, the whole day. So just get ready for this, this list of colors to start dwindling early on in the day. But let's get back to showing you how, first of all, how quiet it is. Second of all, how it's just effortless. It's literally, you're not doing any of the work ever
I've lost track of which cans are open and closed. I've opened so many. Imagine doing this by hand, right? But the jar opener is so cool because any size jar, glass jar, even mayonnaise, peanut butter jars, big, small, fruit juice jars, whatever. It will do the exact same thing where that top arm gets the lid, the bottom arm gets the body of the jar, and then you let go and let it do its work. Don't wrestle with a knife. You don't wrestle with elastic. You don't beg for help in the kitchen anymore. You do it yourself easily. Reopening jars. Those hot sauce jars, Callie, that falls in the sticky category. Reopening ketchup jars and bottles. They get sticky and they get to be hard to do. So any jar, big or small, will work the exact same way. Even this tiny little jar of juice, you'll see it's just a longer trip to the lid, but it works the same way whether it's big or small. You're gonna notice those two top arms get the lid. Cool. Then the bottom arms begin their journey. Look at that. It's like a little, it's hypnoptizing to watch,
extra reinforcement.
Right?
It is, actually.
And look, it's a weird shape at the neck of this bottle. It doesn't matter. It contorts, takes on that shape, and then boom.
Ready?
Pop.
Oh,
Any
that's the
shape,
sound.
bottle, jar, even this is a weird kind of shape up here. It has a way of grabbing on with those little plastic hands and getting any size or any style of bottle or jar open. You don't have to wrestle ever again.
Bravo, Kitchen HQ. This
We've
is
done it.
Right? What a winner, and what a winning combination to get both the incredible, it's almost an award-winning can opener, automatic, and now for the first time to offer the jar opener with it. No extra charge. You can see it's over 50 some odd dollars if you could find these anywhere but you can't, because it's exclusive to HSN, which is something else I'm so proud of. Like, what an ingenious idea on a great gadget that, let's face it, you're gonna use all the time.
You're gonna use it all the time, and I keep saying it. I don't care what style of food you cook at home. You have jars and you have cans. You never have to fight with a jar or can again. And the reason why I was laughing when you had this thing, I have wrestled with a can opener like this before and swore to myself, this is the last time I try and find the edge against the counter. You don't have to use these anymore. These are amazing. These are amazing.
It's okay. Just throw it away. Just pitch it.
Did you know the first item ever sold on HSN 40 years ago was a can opener?
I know. I thought about that today.
And it could have been literally that one, by the way.
It's interesting.
There's my
it's how we started the company.
My jelly jar, the stickiest jar out there. While we were making jokes, it just popped off.
And so the cool part to me is that it's not even just that first pop to open it. It's once that jar gets really, gunked up, if you don't clean it perfectly every time you use it.
We've been there.
It's so hard, some of those sugary, sticky messes. But it will repop it. It'll reopen it as many times as you want. And just as a case of reference, the jar opener is going to be able to open at least 200 cans. They're jars. The can opener, probably 60, 70, maybe 80 times, depending on the big or small the cans and jars are.
And then you charge it up. So again, you just grip the top lid, you grip the bottom, let it do its thing, and then you take your hands off, and then you're going to see that magic little pop. And it's so much fun to watch when you hear the pop. Hey.
Oh gosh, that one scared me.
I guess that one had a little extra juice in it, huh?
I'm like, whoa.
At least we know the olives are fresh,
I think he's
folks.
telling me I should have one.
Martini, anyone? That's a fresh olive, for sure. Even the strongest jars, you get that big, satisfying pop on the first open and every open after. You're not getting elastics, you're not getting knives fighting with jars. This is why people, I think, are loving it so far, because it solves a real-world problem in a kitchen.
I mean, how many different, remedies have you thought of? I mean, I used to put them under hot water, take a towel, get some rubber, anything to get a better traction on that lid.
Absolutely.
But then after, your wrist hurts, your hand hurts, your fingers hurt, your knuckles hurt. None of that anymore.
None of that.
Very excited for you. Very busy tonight. I'll remind you, the most popular colors, so you may want to place your order on these colors. More than likely, they will be the first to sell out. No question about it. The white marble is going to be the first one. The other or white leopard, excuse me. The black, red, and teal are the most popular in the solid choices. So again, here we are at this kind of a price point, breaking it down to $15 a pop. Individual boxes, great gifts, whether it's weddings or housewarming or graduation or Christmas, holiday, birthday. Individual boxes is a wonderful thing, but it is today, and you should do it right now, because I know you're just gonna be like, wow, why did I wait so long? Well, partly because it wasn't even in the market before we introduced it with Kitchen HQ at HSN. But it's just a great day to give you a little bit of extra help in the kitchen. It's okay. You know what? We all need a little bit of extra help. And this operates with no strain, no effort whatsoever.
We've all used those tactics, like I've been saying all hour so far. Elastic bands, knives, releasing pressure under the lid, taking a sharp steak knife under a jar lid. Never again. put the jar opener on the lid, press the button. The two top hands get the lid, the bottom hands get the jar. Then you let go. And you've noticed I've done different sizes of jars, shapes of jars. Those bottom hands take on the shape of any jar, and then pop, you get that magic pop, and you don't wrestle with any jar ever again. And that's not even counting the can opener. Don't forget that it comes with the can opener.
It's both.
It's both.
So you're getting one of each. You've got your jars, you've got your cans, you're covered. The item to get yours is 856489. We are not limiting one color or one set per customer. So you can get as many as you want today. I do want to share with you a couple of things coming up later on in our show. We've got 2 hours together tonight. This is so fun. I love working with you. It's great. Yeah, we do want to share with you. I love these.